New in VX 2.8 is an update to the integration between EDM, our data management tool, and the HyperLynx simulation family of tools. Three new data types are introduced in VX 2.8 for HyperLynx data checked into EDM together with the PCB. These separate and more specific data types for the main HyperLynx SIPI thermal tool, HyperLynx DRC, the automated rule checking tool, and the HyperLynx advanced solvers tool all allow for better understanding of the purpose of the files and for better handling in EDM. Here you can see I have checked out a PCB with Expedition layout from the EDM cockpit and have launched HyperLynx SIPI board sim to assign models to the board and run a simulation on this PCB. Here I'm using the ref file editor dialog box to assign the appropriate IBIS models to my DDR4 memory ICs, and I'm also loading the constraint classes that I read in directly from Expedition, allowing me to see my DDR4 byte lanes and all the constraints associated with the DDR memory. I'm going to add a stimulus, a proper frequency, and apply these constraints to my byte lane 7. And then I'll invoke the General Batch Wizard to run a simple signal integrity crosstalk simulation on the selected nets, and I'll choose the byte lane 7. Next, I'll use the Manage Assigned Models dialog box to make sure I've got the proper model selectors appropriate for this type of simulation. And then I'll go back to the wizard and choose a fast strong simulation corner case, as well as look at the coupling thresholds and make sure everything looks good. And I'll select the driver U103 and the appropriate DRAM for the byte lane 7, which is on U802 for the DDR4 memory device. And then I'll apply it to the appropriate byte lane 7. I'll use the defaults for the crosstalk page and the wizard, and then run my simulation so that I can generate an HTML report to analyze the results. After the simulation is completed, the report opens automatically. We can see that we have one failure of too much crosstalk. If we go to the expanded details page and look more closely at how much crosstalk we have, we're exceeding our 50 millivolt threshold on that particular net, and so we have a failure there. Now that we've run our simulation and saved our report, we're going to close and save HyperLynx and save the layout and check it back into the EDM cockpit, where you can now see that I have a specific handle folder of all my HyperLynx data in my high-speed folder. Here in EDM you can see the three new HyperLynx data types, where the HyperLynx data is now updated and contains a report. I can view this report directly from the EDM cockpit, and you can see reports that I ran in the past, one 5 days prior to this, and the new one we just generated. You can see the same results in the same HTML report with the same failure, and everything I did in HyperLynx is now being stored and saved and managed, including the reports in EDM. VX 2.8 brings this improvement also to the EDM Collaborate tool. Before, a user would have to check out or download report files using EDM Design Cockpit, and then view them locally using the HyperLynx Report Manager application. Now, there's a great benefit added for the user to easily open and view reports in EDM Collaborate while browsing design project data. In the EDM Collaborate view, we can use the same high-speed folder and my RRIX handle and look at the HyperLynx data and click on the View Reports button to see the same general batch crosstalk SI report that we ran in HyperLynx earlier and get the same results. We hope this VX 2.8 update brings better usability and collaboration to our customers using our data management and HyperLynx tools.